Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Raquel and I'm going to be showing you how I get a nice flawless face for photo shoots. Alright, so to start, I always forget this part, which is priming. I'm priming with Smashbox, right? And I usually, start out with that, put that all over my cheeks, my forehead, my chin, just anywhere that gets a lot of oil. So I'm just going to apply that there, and then I'm going to continue putting concealer under my eyes. Y'all know the drill with this already because, one of my favorite concealers ever is from LA Girl Cosmetics. I'm using the shade in Fawn, and because we are in quarantine right now, my eyebrows look crazy as well as my toes, but we're not going to talk about that right now. So I'm just going to clean it up with this blade. I usually get it from the beauty supply store, but you can also get it from Amazon. And I'm gonna start outlining my eye as well with the same concealer and a flat brush. I get this brush from BH Cosmetics. I love this brush. It's really good. It gets right up in there and it gives me a nice straight line. So yeah, I'm gonna start outlining my brows first just to get that out of the way and give some time for that concealer under my eye to dry as well. Now this part is important as well because I like when my eyebrows are even. I hate when it's like slightly off. So just make sure that you are concealing the brow as evenly as possible, because if you have OCD like me, that's gonna really bother you when you go take your pictures. So now I'm just going to start going in with my favorite foundations. I'm using a Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 390. I find that shade is a little too dark, so I go in with the L'Oreal shade as well, which is a bit light for me. And I like to mix those together, play mad scientist, and yeah, blend that into my face. I really like these two foundations together. They look really nice. Make sure you blend that into your neck. I do match according to my chest so that I could get a nice even base. And yeah, for this part, you would just want to be very careful that you're covering all over your face as well. So now I'm going in with a beauty blender. I'm going to blend out that concealer. I took a paper towel just to get any excess water out of the beauty blender, and I find like that's the best way to get my beauty blender to be like the perfect damp feel. So yeah, that's what I like to do. And now I'm just putting concealer all over the rest of my face, my chin, and on the top of my lip, and also down the bridge of my nose. And I'm just gonna blend that out just to make it, nice and seamless. And yeah, I don't want the concealer to dry too much, so you're just gonna go in and blend that out with a beauty blender. The beauty blender I get is from a different website, from the original beauty blender, but it works just as fine and is for a fraction of the price. So yeah, right here I'm snatching my nose. All right, I don't have the best shaped nose, but we gotta work with what we got. And I'm just gonna also take that same foundation brush and just blend that concealer into the rest of my face. And that's like also too how you get like a nice flawless even base and everything looks nice and cohesive. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with concealer. This is my favorite concealer right here. It's from Kat Von D, but I don't think she makes them anymore. So I'm gonna show you other alternatives that I like to use, which is from Wet n Wild, NARS, and again, LA Girl. But I'm gonna go in with that Kat Von D concealer because I love it so much and I really wish you would bring it back, yo. So I just put it under my eyes and let that sit. And now I'm gonna go in with my brows. I'm using a MAC pencil. This shade is in the shade Spiked. This pencil is in the shade Spiked. And what I like to do first is just outline my brow with it very lightly. Like I'm not pressing down very hardly on that pencil. And I'm just gonna outline my brows. Then I'm gonna go in with a powder. But I'm just gonna show you this part a little longer than I usually do. Now I'm using this Wet n Wild powder. I love this powder. I'm pretty sure they still sell it on the website, but I've also seen it in CVS as well. And I just like to take that darker shade very lightly again and, you know, fill in the rest of my brow. I feel like powder makes your brows look very natural. And also, like, I don't like those like perfectly sketched brows, so I feel like it helps with that too. So now I'm just going back in with my beauty blender and making sure that there's no creases, because the last thing we would want to do is to set creases in place. I'm going to take this Maybelline powder, which I love so much. I'm going to put it on my beauty blender and I'm going to blow the excess of that powder off, and I'm going to start pressing it into my face. I'm going to start with under my eyes, and I'm going to take the back of that beauty blender, blend out creases again, and then set that concealer in place. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of contour. One of my favorite contour powders is from Anastasia, and I just love how it looks. It looks very natural. This is one of my favorite powders again, so like, if you got that shmoney honey, definitely try this out. I actually got mine from Marshall's for like the low. It was like $12. I really hope, fingers crossed, that it was not expired, because that would be sad. But it still works like a charm, baby, and I don't break out from it. So yeah, about that. Now I'm going in with blush. I believe I'm using the Morphe palette. I could be wrong, but again, all the details will be down below in the description box if you need that. So I like this brush right here to remove any excess powder. It's from Morphe, and I've had it for years. I love, love, love this brush. All I'm gonna do right now is go in with a very thin line of eyeliner, because I am gonna apply lashes. The lashes that I'm gonna apply are from RBA Cosmetics, which is my personal brand. So if you're interested, just DM me right now, because I don't have a website, and I'll get that up for you. I'm also gonna go in with this very sparkly inner corner shade. I get it from Jlarue Cosmetics. It's so bright and pigmented. I love it. Of course, I applied my lashes off camera because I like a easy life, and it's just so much more difficult to do it on camera. So yeah, next, as you can see, I'm lining my lips with a brown shade. This is from MAC. MAC has some of the best lip liners ever created, like ever. Now I'm going in with this other MAC lipstick. I believe this is in the shade Honey Love. Again, details down below. And now I'm going in with a gloss. This gloss is from NYX. They have some of the best glosses. If you haven't purchased them already, you're so sleeping on such a good brand and their products. Like, get you some NYX butter glosses. They're one of the best things ever created in the makeup world. And on top of that, because I love a nice juicy lip, I'm also adding some clear gloss. All right, so back to the face. I like to go in with a slightly lighter powder just to brighten up under my eyes. And now I'm gonna do a little bit of nose contouring with that same contour powder from Anastasia. I'm gonna take this little brush and just, you know, create the illusion of a slightly smaller nose because I need that. I can't afford a nose job, so this is our fake nose job right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna take that powder and put it alongside my nose and keep that there for like 10 minutes. Dance around because I gotta waste time. This gotta set in place. It's gonna have my nose super snatched. You feel me? What am I doing? Oh my gosh. This had to be Bob Marley. I love him so much. Anyways, back to regular schedule programming. We gonna remove that powder from the nose. All right? Don't forget that part because you look crazy. Now to set all that powder, I'm gonna spray this Morphe continuous spray all over. That's really gonna give you a nice smooth finish. Also, I'm gonna take that beauty blender and just press everything in. That's also gonna make sure that your makeup stays in place and looks great. This part is optional. I like to put fake moles on my face. I actually do have one above my lip, but because I apply so much makeup, it kind of disappears. So I like to, you know, play around my look a little bit. I'm just using a liner pencil, the same one I lined my eyes with. I'm gonna apply a little bit of mascara. This one I believe is from Maybelline as well, the Maybelline and Shayla collection. One of my favorite mascaras ever. And I'm just gonna do my bottom lashes and then we are done. Look at that, flawless, flawless. Yes, yes girl. I was so happy with how this came out. What you think? This could be like for photo shoots, regular every day. It's super simple. I love it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.